People spend tens of billions every year on sleep trackers, synthetic melatonin, and blackout curtains. Yet chronic exhaustion is hitting record highs. Long before sleep clinics existed, a comprehensive protocol for human rest emerged in the 7th century Arabian Peninsula. The Qur'an and Sunnah establish a precise 24-hour cycle for optimizing human rest, offering a scientifically viable alternative to modern sleep habits. Fixing our current exhaustion requires looking past modern technological interventions and returning to biological blueprints aligned with natural daily rhythms. The protocol begins immediately after Isha, the final evening prayer. The Prophet instructed his followers to extinguish their lamps and avoid conversation, treating the night, as the Quran describes it, as a covering. This split-screen graph shows exactly why that instruction matters today. On the left, total darkness triggers the pineal gland to flood the brain with melatonin. On the right, exposure to artificial light suppresses that exact hormone, leaving the brain's internal clock completely disoriented. Before actually getting into bed, the protocol requires a physical ablution, known as wudu. This involves washing the face, hands, and feet with water. Drawing water over the extremities actively pulls heat away from the body. To transition into sleep, your core body temperature must drop by about 1 to 2 degrees. By intentionally lowering body heat and washing away the physical accumulation of the day, wudu forces the nervous system into a state of physiological readiness for rest. Once in bed, there is a specific posture required. Modern gastroenterologists often recommend sleeping on your left side to aid digestion, yet the Sunnah specifically mandates sleeping on the right side. Lying on the right side shifts the weight of the stomach and intestines away from the heart. Clinical studies show this specific lateral decubitus position maximizes cardiac vagal activity, stabilizing the heart rate. There is also a strategic reason for this posture. Sleeping on the right prevents the heart from settling into its deepest resting state, keeping sleep slightly lighter so the believer can wake up easily for dawn prayers. That careful management of sleep depth reveals an incredibly precise understanding of human rest. Centuries before modern sleep labs could measure brainwaves, Islamic texts had already divided sleep into specific biological stages. This chart illustrates a human sleep cycle. Initial shallow waves, stages 1 and 2, match the Arabic terms sina and nuas. Mid-sleep stages align with hoju and rukud. Finally, the brain enters a deep, slow wave state. The Quran calls this total disconnection subat. The entire nightly architecture is engineered. It protects cardiac function while deliberately regulating sleep depth, prioritizing a responsive, physically safe night of rest. The cycle continues throughout the day. The protocol includes the kailula, a deliberate midday nap taken to restore physical and mental strength for the remainder of the day. Human biology naturally experiences a sharp decline in alertness and cognitive function in the early afternoon, commonly known as the post-lunch dip. This line graph shows the hormonal impact of resting during that exact window. A 10 to 30-minute nap significantly drops midday cortisol levels. During this short block, the brain consolidates fragile short-term memories and moves them into long-term storage. That brief period of rest clears the cognitive load. It restores the prefrontal cortex, which governs complex decision-making and emotional regulation. The kailula allows for a deliberate neurological reset, addressing midday fatigue through a short, structured rest period. At its core, Islamic philosophy categorizes sleep as wafat, a minor death. It is a state of profound biological vulnerability, demanding a highly intentional routine to prepare for it. The timeline is simple. Step 1. Sync with the sun. Sleep early and embrace complete darkness to regulate your natural clock. Step 2. Perform wudu. Use water to lower your core body temperature and signal the nervous system that the day's stress is over. Step 3. Lie on your right side. This relieves pressure on the stomach and heart while keeping you physically alert enough to wake with the dawn. Step 4. Take a 20-minute kailula in the afternoon to cut cortisol and protect your working memory. Ultimately, overcoming our modern epidemic of chronic exhaustion requires a deliberate return to these ancient, rhythm-based biological laws.